Welcome back to learn intermediate JavaScript on Codecademy. We're in the classes section. This is constructor. In the last exercise, you created a class called dog and used it to produce a dog object. Although you may see similarities between class and object syntax, there's one important method that sets them apart. It's called the constructor method. JavaScript calls the constructor method every time it creates a new instance of a class. Here we have class dog, and it takes in name in its constructor, and then we'll create the property this.name and assign to it name, and this.behavior and assign it 0. Dog is the name of our class by convention. We capitalize and camel case class names. JavaScript will invoke the constructor method every time we create a new instance of our dog class. This constructor method accepts one argument, name. Inside of the constructor method, we use the this keyword. In the context of a class, this refers to an instance of that class. In the dog class, we use this to set the value of the dog's instance name property to the name argument. Under this.name, we create a property called behavior, which will keep track of the number of times a dog misbehaves. The behavior property is always initialized to 0. In the next exercise, you will learn how to create dog instances. Our instructions say create an empty class named surgeon. We use the class keyword and opening and closing curly braces. Let's zoom out and do that. Run it. We do pass. Inside the surgeon class, create a constructor method that accepts two parameters, name and department. Let's do it here. Let's run it. We do pass. 3 says, inside the surgeon constructor, create name and department properties and set them equal to your input parameters. Let's do that here. Run it, and we do pass. So what we're learning here is more about the constructor method, and as it says here, there might be similarities between the class and object syntax, but the most important method that sets them apart is the constructor method. This method is called every time it creates a new instance of a class. And just to go back over classes, we use the class keyword, and the name of our class by convention is capitalized, and camel case is used for the names. We know that JavaScript will invoke the constructor method every time, and we could allow it to accept arguments that we could then assign to properties on that class. As long as you're understanding that, you guys are getting this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.